The Hanover Area School District Board of Education, regular meeting Tuesday, October 6, 2020, will now come to order. Pledge allegiance. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible,
liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Ms. Blake.
Here.
Mr. Real. Present. Mr. Holmgren.
Present.
Dr. Taco. Here. Mr. Maley. Here. Mr. Modger. Ms. Potsko. Here. Mr. Reddick. Here. Mr. Stevens. Here. Well established. Okay, approval and acceptance of minutes. The regular meeting minutes of September 8, 2020. Luzerne Intermediate Unit Board of Directors meeting minutes of August 12, 2020, and the Wilkes-Barre Area Career and Technical Center Board of Education Joint Operating Committee minutes of September 21st, 2020. Can I have a motion?
Chivarella.
Motion by Mr. Chivarella. Second. Second by Mrs. Potsko. Roll call. Ms. Blake.
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella. Yes. Mr. Holmgren.
Yes.
Dr. Taco. Yes. Mr. Maley. Yes. Ms. Potsko. Yes. Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens. Yes. Motion carries. Superintendent's report, Mr. Barron.
Yes, President Bailey. I want to first start off by thanking several local organizations for providing protective equipment for both our staff and students. The United Way of Wyoming Valley, they provided take-home equipment for children that include hygiene kits along with masks and other protective equipment through what they call the Nurses Pantry. This is a program that we run in our schools currently, but they expanded upon it for their donors. We ran an event during the lunch waves last week up at Hanover Green. So executives from the United Way came out and handed out to our community. I was very grateful that they have put us on that list of schools to be included on this expansion of the project. In addition, three other organizations, Moses Taylor Foundation, Highmark, and the Luzerne County Intermediate Unit have also brought us protective equipment as well, and that's available for staff and students at any given moment. And this is something that was donated to the district, so I'm greatly appreciative of those local organizations. So I'd like to thank them publicly. Today, Governor Wolf came out with an expansion of the Spectator Rule, which is going to allow additional spectators into our athletic events. So right now we are formulating the new ratio that's going to be allowed into our football stadium and other fall sports. So we will come out, we will post that information on our website. Our athletic director and myself are going to formulate this, and we will have updated information for both our community and any opposing teams that we're playing against.
Is that indoor too?
It's indoor, yes. So we were able to expand. We had indoor volleyball tonight for the first time. There's spectators that were able to see their children play.
Because I know at one point they were standing in the hallway waiting to stop in and stuff out because the max was.
So something that was a positive was tonight was the first time that they were able to see their students play. So that's something positive. But this expansion does concern me. And it concerns me from a standpoint of a positivity rate. So we are closely monitoring the positivity rate within our region. This is something that I know our community is keeping a close eye on. So us as a board had discussed this evening, and we are going to keep a watchful eye on this as we have rotated our first set of students into the building. Yesterday was our Group A came into the building. Flawless. It was nice. Our students came in. They have all the protective equipment that they need. Masks are a requirement at all times, with the exception of lunch. Students were provided desk shields that they took from class to class. This seems to be going well. The one concern that I do have at this point is making sure that we are keeping a watchful eye on this positivity rate as we trickle into the buildings. So I will keep a watchful eye on the community health, keep the community abreast, and keep this Board of Education abreast of these rates, and then we will keep the community updated as we move through this situation that we're in. I do appreciate the parents that have continued to monitor this, and they keep their students at the virtual portion of the hybrid model. It's nice to see that people are entertaining both the in-person and virtual portion of this model that we have created as a district. And it's nice to see that our attendance rates are high, no matter what aspect of our hybrid model that they are utilizing. It's just nice to see the community and this school district work together and making sure that students are provided an education. So I thank the community for that as well. I thank this board for listening to me about this positivity. And that's my report at this time, President Mills.
Okay, motion to accept the superintendent report
Motion. Motion.
by Mr. Holmgren,
Second.
second by Dr. Kopko. Roll call.
Ms. Blanche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Mr. Holmgren,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko. Yes. Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens, yes, motion carries.
General recommendations, items 1 through 3. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Chivarella,
Second.
second by Mr. Stevens. Roll call.
Ms. Blanche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Mr. Holmgren,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko. Yes. Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens, yes, motion carries.
Okay, financial recommendations. Items 1 through 8. Can I have a motion?
Kopko.
Motion by Dr. Kopko, second by Mr. Reddick. Roll call.
Ms. Blanche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Mr. Holmgren,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko. Yes. Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yeah.
Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens, yes, motion carries.
Personnel. To approve items 1 through 10. Can I have a motion?
Blight.
Motion by Mrs. White,
Second.
yes. I have to read number 10. Number 10 to read, appoint Ryan Kratz as a long-term English substitute teacher at a salary of B, step 1, $47,683, prorated effective September 14th, 2020. Have a motion?
Blight.
Motion by Mrs. White,
Second.
second by Mrs. Potsko. Roll call.
Ms. Blanche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Mr. Holmgren.
Yes.
What was that? Sorry, Paul, what was that?
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Kopko. Yes. Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens, yes, motion carries.
New business? Old business? Anyone from the public would like to address the board?
No one wishes to address the board.
Okay, future meetings, November work session, Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. And the regular meeting, Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. A motion to adjourn,
Holmgren.
motion by Paul Holden, second by Rick Stevens. Roll call.
Ms. Blanche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Mr. Holmgren,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko.
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick. Yes. Mr. Stevens, yes.
Thank you, guys, girls.
I remember Jeff, I was saying that I had to make a motion on every